Good day, and once again, you are welcome to Bobobi Maths and Accounts tutorial. Today, we are going to be treating classification of accounts, and we have been given this question to treat under this topic. Now, we are given all these types of all these examples, all these accounts rather, and we are being asked to classify all these accounts and make proper entries for them. How are we going to handle how do we handle this type of question? First, I need us to know that before you can answer this question, you need to know that you must be able to classify all these accounts under each of these categories, which I call assets, expenses, capital, liability, income, and provision. Without you knowing all these, you cannot know which of you won't be able to classify them. So once you are given a question to classify some particular set of accounts, then you must know that they are telling you to classify those accounts under these categories. So they want to know if cash is an asset. So if it is an asset, you need to state it. If cash is an expenses, you need to state it. So how do we now know if cash is an asset? First of all, you need to understand all these terms one after the other. When we say asset, what do we mean by assets? An asset simply means anything that is owned by the business and that thing has value and it is contributing to the progress of a business is what we refer to as an asset. For instance, somebody that is running a computer service, that computer in his shop is an asset. The phone he is using is an asset. If there are furnitures in his shop, it's an asset. Expenses are the money incurred by the business on a daily basis. Probably you want to buy for the money you incur on the thing here. Those are what refers to as expenses. What of capital? Capital simply means the money you invest in the business. You need to understand these terms very well so as to enable you to know how to properly classify each of these. If you don't understand this term and even understand each of these accounts, you might find it difficult to be able to classify. So you need a little understand. You don't need much understanding. Just understand it a little in order for you to be able to answer this question, in order for you to be able to classify these accounts. Now, what do you mean by liability? Liability simply means the money you owe. For instance, you collect a particular amount of money from bank and you are going to pay back that money. It is a liability on your business. What about income? Income simply means the money you earn or the money you receive. It is as simple as that. For example, salary, it is an income. The profit that you realize on a particular sales, it is an income. And also we have provision.